Good morning, students. Mr. Kohler here on a beautiful April day. If you take a look outside, the weather's beautiful. A great day to not be outside. Got a little snow coming down here. But I thought today we'd talk a little about geologic time. And I know I gave these notes, I put them in your materials in your Google Classroom. But I want to talk a little bit about time. When we talk about the history of life on the Earth or history of the Earth itself, we don't tend to use the same units as we do when we talk about our life. So, for instance, in your notes, you'll see this. If you're 14 years old, we'd say, how old are you? You'd say you're about 14. We could also say you're 168 months old. We could say you're 5,110 days old. We could say you're 122,640 hours old. Or we could say you're 7,358,400 minutes old. But we all know we don't refer to your life in terms of minutes. We use years, and years are really good when we talk about human beings. But when we talk about the world and we talk about deep geological time, we tend to use larger units than years. And that's what I wanted to walk us through today. So if you look in your notes, and you'll see it scrolling up here, units of geological time. The largest unit of geological time is an eon. So this would be kind of like we refer to as a year for our lives. This is a large division of geological time. There's 4 eons in the history of the world. We are in the final eon. The last eon is the only one that really talks about organized life. Eons are broken up into eras, and eras are, just like it says, segments of eons. So an era would be like a month out of the year. Eras are the largest geologic time. Complex life on the Earth is 4 eras long. The first era is called the Precambrian, then the Paleozoic, then the Mesozoic, then the Cenozoic era. Eras are broken up into periods, and some eras are broken up into 6 or 7 periods. Some eras are broken up into 2 periods. Periods are the 3rd largest division of geological time. If you think about the Mesozoic era, the time of the reptiles or the dinosaurs, it was broken up into 3 different periods: the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous. And then periods are broken up into epochs, and actually only the last period is broken up into epochs. That would be the Cenozoic. Epochs are the smallest division of geological time. This would be the equivalent of like a minute in our life. Okay, very small segments ranging anywhere from a couple million years to 10 or 15 million years. Each division of time has a different number of years. So we all know that a day is all broken. Every day has 24 hours. Every hour has 60 minutes. But in geological time, we don't have definite periods of millions of years in each geological time. They're larger periods, but they're not broken up into necessarily the same amount of time. What we do for dividing up these is we use something called a mass extinction. And a mass extinction is the extinction of many, many species within a short period of time to end one division and begin the other. So, for instance, the dinosaurs died out 65 million years ago. We'd think that a large meteorite hit it and destroyed the dinosaurs and killed them. We delineate that and say, all right, well, that should be the end of the Mesozoic era and the beginning of the Cenozoic era. We've had many, many mass extinctions in the history of the world, and we use mass extinctions to really decide where one period or era ends and another begins. So mass extinctions are how we delineate one segment of time from another. I hope this helps. You're going to have a little assignment you're going to be doing later this week or early next week, and you're going to have to use your animal, and you're going to have to find the period and era in which your animal belonged.